I flew across the ocean and drove over 1,000 miles for the opportunity for my family to meet my family. At 10 months old, my twins met my mother, their grandmother, for the first time.
Hey, good time. I went for y'all. Oh my gosh, that you sweetest baby. I want it. Hey, ain't you a sweetie pie? You looking like who is this woman? Hey, Sugar. Hey, Sugar. Hey, no guy. This is a strange house. I know it. Hey, Blair, I'm sorry. Hey, Sugar. Hey, honey. See, he didn't cry the first time I got him. Said, I ain't happy, but I ain't crying. You're like, who is this? This Mimi. This Mimi. Hey, you are big old fine, baby. Good Lord. Hey, Blakely. Hey, Trey. Oh, Lord. Oh, you heavy. You heavy, boy. Your daddy second now on you. Look at him. He wants to try to get loose. Hey, girl. Hey, Mackenzie. Hey, cute boo. That was it. Hey, Sugar. Susie, I knew you wouldn't know me. I know it. See, I don't like strangers. Hey, Wani. I was expecting that from her. That's all right, baby.
She's just gonna get worse.
That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, I know. It's all right.
Home is a place that soothes the soul. The stressings and burdens of the world fall away, and you're able to relax and focus on just existing, living, loving, being at home. Home is also a place of rituals where you do the same thing over and over again, but every time you do it, it feels comforting. One thing that we do every time my family comes together is take photos. We love to get everyone together and see how everyone has grown and take photos, because we never know when this may be the last time that we'll ever have all of us together in one place at one time. Turn it on, I think. Here, take some pictures.
I'm trying to pick my arm up.
It's not cold, it's warm.
Is that all of them?
I don't know, I can't tell.
Who we missing? Sound off. If you're not here, say something.
Hey, Kenzie. Malachi.
Yep, and Trey, you
I
got
need my
to
glasses.
Trey, you got to shoulder
Malachi,
up.
how about
Or
you
sit
just
the
smile?
kids will sit on Marion's lap. Will she sit on?
What?
Smile, say cheese. But Brian Kelly said I'm Hoochie Daddy shorts on.
Get them off.
Marion, you and Uncle Mark, y'all told your little baby stuff up. Yeah. Aw, look at her.
So it's 2 days after the solar eclipse and we're still here in Arkansas. I'm going to be here for a few more days, and I wanted to get a lot of work done on the farm. My brother and I have some plans to do some work with the ponds. However, for the last 3 days, well, the last 2 days, starting right after the solar eclipse, it's looked just like this. Don't get me wrong, the weather has been relaxing. This is incredibly relaxing. We probably needed this. There was so much stress built up for us trying to get to the solar eclipse, make sure we were here on time at the right location, at the right place. And again, we live 4,000 miles away from here in southern Arkansas. So that was a lot of stress put on us. So the last 2 days of just sitting and watching the rain fall, getting caught up with family, and just having the kids playing indoors, although that could be a bit stressful because there's a lot of them here. The babies and my other 4, and then my brother's kids are over here as well. So there's like 10 kids in the house. And so that's a bit hilarious at times. But it's been great to just kind of slow down. And it's going to rain for the rest of today. Tomorrow, we're back at it again. We got a lot of exciting things coming up over the next couple of days. But the rest of today, well, we're just gonna sit and watch the rain. So it finally stopped raining here after about 4 days. I feel like a whole week of rain. Oh my gosh, the storms are just so much. But it finally stopped raining, and now we're gonna go out to eat at a nice Mexican restaurant. We don't get a lot of great Mexican food, but there's some really good Mexican food here in Arkansas. So we're gonna get some of that tonight. Whole family meet up in about 30 minutes. We're packing all the kids into the car right now, getting ready to head out. The sun is finally shining, and I'm so excited because the rain has really been having me down. I mean, I could deal with a little bit of it, but it was overwhelming. The sun is beaming, and yeah, we're about to go, guys. This is gonna be a lot of fun here tonight, and we have this huge camping event coming up here in just a couple of days. We're getting ready for that. So, all right, let's go get something to eat. And we going on in. So we're gonna get something to eat, and then we're gonna turn around and go do a fireworks show tonight. So the food that comes out of this restaurant is absolutely phenomenal. We're talking fajitas, all kind of great Mexican dishes. Greg, didn't you get the steak? How's it going? Good. Okay. Okay. On the end. On the end. Yep. What do you want to say to the vlog? Huh? You know, what you want to tell the vlog? What you want the vlog to know about Arkansas?
It's a cool place.
What you want the vlog to know about you?
Funny. So guys, I made the volleyball team.
Congratulations. Wow, guys, so that was a phenomenal meal. I'm walking slow because unfortunately I overate. Gosh, I always tend to do that when I get here, but the food out of that restaurant is magnificent. What we got?
Thank you, El Papo.
Oh, we're out and we're setting up and we're about to do our own little fireworks show for the kids because I bought some fireworks when we were coming out of Tennessee. And I thought that'd be really cool to get some fireworks going for the kids. And we're gonna do that tonight, set them up, shoot off some fireworks. It'll be a lot of fun. Just, you know, every opportunity we get to build some unique experiences with the kids, that's what we do. Shoot one of the small ones, let's see what it looks like.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. This is easy. This is just a Roman candle.
Roman candle. Test one.
Oh Lord, stepped in the cow patty. Hey, this is the joy of having your own place, your own space. We can shoot fireworks when and where and how we like out here in the middle of the farm because private property. Anyway, so we're about to get this going. The kids have they're all on the porch. We won't let them come out here. There's a good, what do you say, Greg? 200 yards in between us and them?
I'd say about 150.
About 150 yards between us and the kids, just to make sure that they stay safe. We have some really young ones, and I just, I don't want them to get wrapped up in this. I do have some sparklers that we may let them use right at the very end of all of this. Hit your light, we good. Here you go. Now let's see what we get. Hey, let's check this one out. That's a very short fuse. Light it and run.
Like light and run.
Okay, last one. That crack was awesome. You heard that crack? Yeah, well, you know. But this is big pushing right here.
Huh?
For this generation.
Yeah, this is.
All right, go get another one.
I
I like that chain too. That chain new.
Yeah, hardened steel. You can't cut through it with a saw. It'll either saw up.
Okay.
That's the thing people don't realize is if you're gonna get a chain lock, see this is hardened steel as well. You can't cut it with a saw.
Yeah.
It'll eat a saw blade up.
Yeah.
So that's why I got it. Usually when you see chain like this, that color,
Yeah.
that means it's hardened. It's not regular chain. Now it ain't good for like pulling, but it's good for like security purposes.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't take a hacksaw and cut through that.
Okay. So as you can tell, it's nighttime, and we're just starting to do a little bit of farm work. We were working with the kids earlier, so we're a little later getting out here tonight. But tonight, we're going to check in on the cows, and first, we're going to check in on the horses. We got a couple of them down there. We're just give them a good look over, make sure they're okay. Starting to head to the spring, so they don't need a whole lot, but we do want to check in on them because they haven't looked at them in a few days. This is Kelly's kids right here? Yeah. Or is that yours? Is that Cleopatra?
Yeah, that's Kelly.
Yeah, it's Kelly's. So this is Cleopatra. Hey, she looking good. Yeah. Hey, Cleopatra, you've always been a little skittish, but she looks really good though. Coloration looks good. They both look good. Hey, you're a little skinnier. Are you older? So you got a little haircut. Yeah.
All right, we heard something on the back side, and walking at night in the woods on the back of a farm ain't the best thing, so we gonna drive. Go see what we can see.
Yeah, it was pretty loud.
Yeah.
Not sure what that was. Probably not the best thing to go check it out, but it's our land, so we got to go check it out.
I can see what it is, but still, walking, I don't want to, we got to have at least let the windows up in the truck.
Yeah. We can reverse out in the truck.
Yeah, we can let the windows up and get over there.
Yeah. I'll close it behind you. Now this little pond would probably be some pretty good fishing out here. It's really interesting because this pond has tripled in size. I remember when it was first put in, there was an old ravine here. If you walk around with me, right around here, there was a ravine, and Dad had a bush hog come down, clear it up a little bit around here, and then had a guy come down with a bulldozer, and they took a lot of dirt and they built this levee here. And what they did was just push dirt here and cut off this ravine. So on this side, it's kind of growed up now, so it's kind of hard to see down off in here. But this was a ravine right here. Here's a ravine. And they literally just pushed dirt across that ravine and got this nice wide levee. And that, here's the overflow right here. And this is what keeps it from washing out. When the water gets up to this level, it'll overflow and just run right out. Yeah, there it is right there. There's the other end of that pipe. And it just runs around there. So it didn't really stop anything. They threw some rocks in there to stop that from washing. It was some more broken up concrete. But over the years, still, just as nature tends to do, when they made this little pond, it really was kind of small. But I want to say it's wallowed out. It's twice as big as what it used to be. And I don't know how that really happened, but it just kind of, erosion from the hill and just different elements and animals, horses and cows kind of walking it down. And it's actually turned into a nice little pond out here. Just really nice. I like it a lot. We could probably get a little fishing done out here. We never stocked this, but nature will stock a pond. You get a pond, this is a pond year round. I say it's probably about 10 feet deep. It's at this center point, maybe 15 at the most. So it's definitely deep enough to keep fish alive even under the coldest conditions. We're in Arkansas, so it never gets too cold. But yeah, this is a nice little pond right here. And we may fish this someday, or we may stock it. But no one knows it's here because it sits low halfway down this hill. And if you don't come down on the farm here, you won't even know this little pond is here. But it's a nice little pond. What you say, what's going on now?
We're gonna have to replace this cover.
We're going to replace this one? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
it's just,
a while ago.
Yeah.
It's not running out the end of the pipe, it's running out right there.
Yeah, it's rotted out.
It's bad.
Yeah.
And no matter how much dirt, rocks, so there's another problem with the other levee across from the house too. I'll show you that.
Okay, we'll check that other pond as well.
Yeah. But yeah, this is something that, like I said, 10 years from now,
yeah,
it'll be an issue.
But not today.
Not today.
All right.
You can still drive across it.
Yeah, I mean, this is solid.
Cut the limbs on them pine trees right
yeah.
there. I cut them before, and they just keep growing back. Right there, them limbs hanging over.
Yeah.
I've cut them, me and Daddy, I've cut them limbs so many times that they always grow back.
Trying to get to that open sunlight. They're not going to stop growing back right there.
And so, but yeah, if you cut them limbs, you can still drive across here.
Okay. And it's solid. I mean, I can feel it.
Yeah,
like this solid. Is a rock solid levee.
Now the other levee at the other house is going to be a big ordeal.
Yeah.
It's going to be it's not going to be I know how to fix it, but it's not a simple fix.
Yeah. There's something people don't think about when you're maintaining farms. Long term, you have to maintain those waterways. You have to maintain your ponds, your levees.
Mud riding up the hill that winter. And it caused big ass ravines.
Yeah, I know that. It's washed really bad. Back up that hill. Yeah, it's washed really bad.
I've been trying to. I've actually started fighting it this winter.
Okay.
And I've stopped it from growing.
Yeah.
But I haven't gotten it filled in yet. Have to get it filled in this summer. But I did actually stop it from growing.
Okay.
And that is why the pond is starting to fill in.
Okay, we'll take a look at that like tomorrow or one day this week to go take a look at that pond as well, because pond maintenance is really a serious thing on these farms. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll definitely do that. Yeah. So one of the things I talked about the other day is pond management. Me and my brother were talking about this just the other night, and then all these rainstorms came through. But this main pond here right behind the home, we have a lot of work to do. I think about raising the level of the levee to kind of increase the height of the pond, but we're getting a lot of sediment. I'll show you, let me show you. The end of the pond is fine down there around the levee, but as you come back up on this end of the pond, you see all of this brush that's starting to grow in here, all these shrubs, all of these plants, all of the stuff that's in here, just kind of, cattails and weeds and stuff like that. That's because there's a lot of sediment that is washing into the pond and starting to fill it up on this end. So there's a couple things you could do. You could drain the pond, you can raise the levee, which is raise the level, or in the middle of the summer when it's really dry, get a backhoe out here and let them begin to do some work where they're digging some of this dirt back out. But also, you'll notice that, look how wide this creek is. When I was a kid, this was very narrow, but now it's starting to widen out here, holding a lot of water, and it's also starting to wash. So this is a target area that we have to kind of really get active on over the next year or two here on the farm. I'll either have to come in and do it, or my brother-in-law, we're going to have to come out here and get some work done on stopping this washing that's starting to happen here on the pond. Because again, when this pond was built, you can see this valley, this old creek, and it's not always a creek, but it does turn into a creek. And you just put a levee at the end of that valley between this hill and this hill, and you create a pond. See though, because of that, you're getting some washing. Now look here, here's an effort that's already taken place where to stop washing coming from this side, an old hay bale, round bale was placed in here to just kind of catch that dirt as it's washing down the hill. So this is kind of washed out pretty bad back this way. But this hay bale will catch this dirt. So what do we need to do? Well, let's walk up this other way. I'll show you. You can see another problem that we're having right here is coming back up this hill. This is pretty steep. This is pretty severe erosion and washing out, going back up this hill. So we need to get some hay bales and fill this in pretty quickly to try to get ahead of the washing and erosion that's happening on this hillside. If left unchecked, this could create a massive ravine coming down the V of this hill right there, and we can have a massive split, and then it would take tons of dirt to try to fill that back in. So this is a project that we're going to get working on the farm here this summer. You can see another problem that we're having right here is coming back up this hill. This is pretty steep. This is pretty severe erosion and washing out, going back up this hill. So we need to get some hay bales and fill this in pretty quickly to try to get ahead of the washing and erosion that's happening on this hillside. If left unchecked, this could create a massive ravine coming down the V of this hill right there, and we can have a massive split, and then it would take tons of dirt to try to fill that back in. So this is a project that we're going to get working on the farm here this summer. But this is also what I'm talking about when I say managing your ponds are critical when you're talking about managing your farms. You want to manage your farm, you have to manage your water, your waterways. We're heading over towards sundown. We have a few cows out here. There's the bull right there looking pretty good. And a couple mama cows, a couple calves. Some of the other cows are scattered across the farm, but we got this little bunch right here in front of us. And one of the calves is really, really pretty. It has a nice red color, white face, triangle on the forehead. And so that's just a really good looking cow. Now, the mama also has a triangle on her forehead as well. So, you know, that breed characteristic came through pretty heavy. You have a red and white face, half and half. Now this is an older cow, and I think the thing that really needs to happen on this farm, I'm gonna talk to my mom about it, is that it really is time to kind of switch out some of these cows, upgrade the herd a little bit. The bull he's a beautiful bull, but he's probably on his last year or two. Switch him out. You may want to breed him one more time, then switch him, and then keep his heifers, because the next bull you will not be breeding back. You don't want to do that. So you can keep some mama and daughters if you switch the bull and grow the herd out a little bit more. Probably stick with the red white face theme. That's the way my dad always ran the herd, red and white face. He was a huge fan of heifer cattle, and this is still predominantly heifer stock. You know, right before he died, he wanted to switch to that black with the white face, which is why you'd have that nice, beautiful black Angus bull. When you breed a black Angus bull with a heifer, red and white face, you get black with a white face calf. And if you're not getting that, then that heifer probably has some other stuff mixed in with it. We have a nice black, it looks like a little it's like kind of a reddish black calf back there. I don't want to get too close. I don't spend enough time on this farm for me to get too close, but there's a beautiful little calf right there. Again, heading towards sundown. This is a small section of the herd, and they're looking good. They're looking healthy. We're right here in springtime. Grass will be coming up pretty soon, and I think that, the herd's going to do good. They'll continue on for another year, and those are two cute little calves right there. If you can make them out, they look really nice. And so for the people who are interested, this is a quick farm update. We're getting ready to head back to the UK, but I wanted to walk around, talk about the farm a little bit, talk about some of the projects we have coming up. We're working on those ponds, getting some new blood out here with the cows. Listen, we always got the farm going. The family farm is always running. My brothers have it. My brother-in-law have it. I jump in when I can. But that's what we're doing here on the family farm. Until next time, guys, take care.